There you go. Well, Cardi, I don't know what happened with you. I'm gonna take you out and then I'm gonna invite you to speak. Maybe that will work. All right. So, well, good evening, everyone, and good morning for some of you. I hope that the internet is well because this is very important information. So, basically, we're in the final steps for you guys to submit your wallets for whitelisting. So, have many of you, of the new ones, more than anything? By the way, while I'm speaking, if you don't want to lift up your hands and you have questions, there is a channel. I'm gonna put it in general so that you go there and look for the channel. Channel is called AMA Questions. And I'm gonna go ahead and mute general right now so that no one will send messages in there right now. So that if someone goes there, he can go and check AMA questions and maybe they're going on and ask something. All right, so and remember that in the white paper, there was originally two NFTs for 1,000 whitelist people, right? But also it was originally 10 minutes. So we made a poll. The first poll that we made was to make a whale tax. With that whale tax, the NFTs aren't transferable anymore. So the 10 minutes became a not necessary measure, right? Because the 10 minutes were because we didn't want whitelist people to dump on the market while the other people were minting. But actually, right now, they cannot do that. So that is kind of something that shouldn't worry us. If that's something that, yeah, I think that's something that we can say. Also, there were only two NFTs for 1,000 people. For this time, I know yet that you guys know that we haven't been crazy about giving whitelist to people. Like for example, Moonwalker know that he got here today, and then he got very upset because he got whitelisted by your friend Andy. I mean, he got a giveaway today, and then he got here, and then he knew that he got to had to get 200 messages. Actually, it was 350 before, but now it was 200 for him, and he was like, "What? How am I gonna get this? I mean, I need to span all the channels and stuff." And then he didn't want to do that, which I believe that's the correct thing to do. But well, we weren't giving those whitelists very easy. Why? Because we're only looking for active members. So we all know that, and that's why we're making it hard. So with that said, actually, let me see how many whitelists signed we have right now. Let me see the. So at this moment, we have around, that is 180 something whitelist signed, which after this meeting, maybe we're gonna be, I don't know, something around 200. So the 2,000 NFTs are actually reserved for those people that were active in Discord, that were making posts, that really participate through this whole process. And that is what we want. We want to give those NFTs for that people. If that people doesn't want to use that discount and get those NFTs, then we will go on and give them to public minting. But actually, that is why we gave the 24 hours period, so that every whitelist person can get NFTs at $80. So with that said, since we are getting around 200 whitelist spots, and we know that not all the time someone is gonna have maybe $800 to mine, or maybe one whitelist person will only mine one, or maybe he won't mine any. And we really want to give those 2,000 NFTs to the people that have been here, been active and stuff. So the poll, if you go to the poll channel, which actually I'm gonna put that right now on general as well. so you can go and check and know where I'm sending you right now. General, I'm gonna put poll. So right now in the poll channel, we have this poll where we're asking people what they want. If they want 20 wireless, 20 NFTs to be minted for wireless people, or only 15. Why 15? Why a minimum of 15? Because if we make 10, we may not get the wireless fully minted. Now, if we make 15, I think that we're gonna get fully minted. But now if we do 20, I'm almost sure that we're definitely getting fully minted. What is the cons and pros? Well, the cons are that there may be some FOMO. So if you're not fast, maybe even with the 24 hours, you may not get one of those 20 NFTs. Maybe you're gonna be able to get 5, or maybe maybe you won't get any, because 200 wireless spots times 20 NFTs, there will be 40,000 NFTs possible to mine. But then again, we know that we only have 2,000 NFTs at that price. So wireless mining will stop once we reach the 2,000 NFTs number. So that is the con on the 20 number, is that you may not be able to mine the full number, or you may not be able to mine at all if you're not quick to go and mine. That's one thing. And the pros of that one, well, is that we're going to have a healthier launcher. We're actually going to accomplish selling all NFTs at Whitelist, like almost for sure. That's a pro of the 20. And then the 15 NFTs is exactly the same, but the opposite. So we may not mind the whole thing. Just to give you an example, I have today this member of the team that I've been very involved, like most active member ever. He's telling me that he's going through a hard thing, and he's not gonna be able to mind. So that's 15 NFTs that are not gonna be minted within the whitelist spots. So we may leave some spots if we decide 15, but again, we want you guys to make the decision as always. The decision is between 6 and 8 NFTs. 6 and 8, sorry. Right now the votes are 6 and 8. The decision is between 20 NFTs and 15 NFTs. So far, I'm seeing that people is going for the 8 NFT, for the 15 NFTs for each whitelist. So let's see, the poll is gonna go on for almost 2 hours and a half more, and I see that more people is going for the 15 NFT. I know that you guys want to be able to mine your NFTs, and I know that worries you, but well, it is what it is. Now that I say that, please, new guys, I know that you have questions about this project. You just arrived here. I know that you have those questions. I saw this guy just putting something in Whitelist. I feel weird that we don't have anyone saying when Lambo, when Moon in this Discord. It feels like something that it's out of place. Yeah, we're not that kind of project. We're looking for sustainability. Actually, there is this point where I actually will like that we don't sell the whole generation 0 before the 48 hours, because we're gonna show everyone that this project was made to succeed even with a generation 0 that wasn't fully minded. We made it that way, and it's gonna be that way. If we don't sell out the whole generation 0, there is one thing that we're gonna get. Cosmic, let me just finish this thought, and then I'm gonna put you out on the stage, and then you can come on up and ask me whatever you want. Okay, so even if we don't sell out, what will happen is that we're gonna have the same project but with a smaller scale, but that will even be more interesting for people because the token will go nuts with less money invest in it on launch. So it will go really, really high. We're gonna get a lot of hype the first 5 to 6 days, and then people is gonna know that they messed up by not taking the chance of minting Generation Zero. And even if I end up like maybe losing a bit of money and Generation Zero launch, let's say if we don't get to the point where I broke even, um, I'm gonna be happy to show everyone that actually we knew that we were doing the right thing. Um, they just miss it. They just miss it because we have 3,000 people in Discord, and I know that at least 80% of the people aren't bots. Why? Because we were asking people to invite 2 people. So I know that no one is paying for 2 invites. I know that. So basically, that was something that I wanted to state. Cosmic, come on! I've never seen you here, buddy.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay, perfect. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, bro. How about you?
I'm doing good, brother.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect. Thank you. Got a question for you, man.
Yeah, shoot.
So, can you elaborate a little bit on paper hands versus holders when it comes to the actual NFTs? When they're going to be minted, like what are they going to look like? I know that paper hands, 95% of the minting is going to be paper hands. When you mint them, is there going to be levels that are going to be on the paper hands? Since 95% of the stack is going to be that way and only 5% are going to be holders.
All right. Well, they're only gonna be one level. Just papers on level one and then holders. That's what you're gonna get when you mine. But then after that, you're gonna be able, if you read the white paper, which I believe you read some, you're gonna be able to level them up just by holding. So this is a project that is trying to teach people how to hold and how to support a project. Because when you support a project, you're not the guy that is gonna go and sell really fast. So all of you guys that are new, I really suggest you to go and read the white paper really carefully. And also there is a poll. I mean, actually, it's still an ongoing poll. It's gonna end tomorrow. I'm gonna link that poll right now because we've been on that poll for I don't know, well, maybe 2 weeks, and so far the community have go for the well tax. So this poll, let me put that in general, well tax poll. So you can go and read that. So the after we finish talking, we're on the same page. So with this poll, what's gonna happen is that you guys are not going to be able to sell your NFTs, and you're gonna get a well tax. So you're gonna only be able to sell 100 hodl every 24 hours epoch for a 10% tax. If you want to make a second transaction of 100 hodl, then you get 20%. Third transaction, 30%. Fourth transaction, 40%. And whatever you do on top of that, it's a 50% tax. And if you want to do any transaction in the day on top of 100, you get 50% tax. So that well tax is just linked to the wallets that are related to our NFTs. When I say related, it means that they have NFTs that are staked or they have NFTs in their wallets. Why? Why only to those wallets? Because we still want day traders to trade our token because when they swing trade, we recycle our balls. Remember, guys, that we have a project here where you can earn passive income not just by selling our tokens that you get as rewards, but you can also get USDCE and AVAX by getting those rewards token and staking them in the AVAX and the USDCE vault. So with that said, how do they look? I don't know if you've seen Strong Spartans or maybe Tavern. If you see those NFTs, I mean, they are just the same thing for everyone. That's what we're getting here. This is not an art project, and believe me, it's not a game. So that's two things that you need to have clear in your mind. You're not getting into a play to earn, and you're not getting into an art project. So you're not gonna be selling your NFTs. That's the first point. And even if you were going to sell them, you're not going to sell them because they look nice. You will sell them because what they mean to people. Because people will be smart and they will read the white paper, and that's why they're gonna buy the NFTs for you, because they're buying an asset and not because they're buying an art piece. So with that being said, if any of you have been in R2E before, I can address this other R2E was called Business Game, best NFTs that I have ever seen in R2E project. This, I mean, it didn't make any difference. Their tokenomics were very bad, like the same of every other R2E. And I'm sorry to say that, but yeah, it is what it is. So R2Es are not art projects, are not art projects, right? So does that make sense, Cosmic?
Definitely. I'm listening and trying to track with you. One of the things that I wanted to add in is that I do understand how it works, and I actually did read the white paper for the increase and all that when you have to staking the 200 hold and all that. Yeah, I did read all that part. And the one question that I did have is that about the USDCE. Why did you choose that particular one? Why the USDC.E? I was curious.
Um, I usually, to be really honest with you, usually when the market goes bad, I usually go back and put my stable in USDC, and just just because of that. I mean, there is not a specific reason. It could have been DAI, it could have been USDC, but I don't know. Just I always use USDC, and that is the only reason why I did it. But I mean, the idea was to have a stable and the native token of the chain. And I'm talking of the chain because we were thinking. I mean, when we started, we were between two different chains. I wanted to be a FTM, but most of the other teams wanted to be AVAX. And as you can see, we are a very democratic team. So whoever vote more for it, that's what we get. And basically, I was like the only person that say Phantom Network, which I really like, and I wish we were there and not in Avalanche. But I mean, I just figured that if most people wanted to be there, it's because they're right. So that's basically why we're in Avalanche. So does that make sense?
Yes, it definitely does. I appreciate it. Could you just elaborate a little bit on the NFTs as we're holding them? Maybe you could just elaborate so people that haven't fully read can like get an understanding. What kind of utilities are going to be following with them, and how are we going to be earning income, and like what kind of passive income can we be looking at on a monthly basis? Just bare.
Wow, just ask me to explain the whole project. All right, I just ran some water for that. Okay, so um, first is Generation Zero mining, and I know that people that doesn't mine in Generation Zero are gonna be sorry, even if we don't sold out, for a single reason. Because after that, on HODL on HODL token launch, there is only one way where the token can go, and it's up. And at that point, we're gonna launch at a price of 0.075 dollars, which for a single NFT you're gonna be paying $150. That's at launch price, and I'm sure that people are gonna buy at launch price, and that's gonna be up. So I'm sure we're not gonna be at that price. So only with a 3x, one NFT will cost $450 only with a 3x. And with that being said, the other thing is that generation 1 to 5 don't get a chance to get a holder. They can only get paper hands. So that's I'm trying to start explaining you how all this come together. Why only holders in Generation Zero? Well, first than anything, because Generation Zero people are the ones that really believe in the project and they were here, and you guys are supporting this and you guys want to do this. So that's what we're giving you a 5% chances of getting a holder NFT. I myself am gonna mine like I don't know between 40 and 50 NFTs because I really want to get holders. We're not getting any free mines or anything for the team. Actually, if there are some people here in the team, I told them when they got to be mods, I told them that there were two things that they could get. One was Whitelist, just by being part of the team and helping us answer questions and stuff. But then if they reach an amount of messages through the whole project, they were going to get a free mind. Then today I told them the truth. I told them, well, actually, guys, I didn't tell you the whole thing. I cannot give you a free mind for one single reason. There aren't free minds. Why? Because we don't want people to see that in the contract that we have a free mind function because that will be unfair. So actually what I'm giving you guys is not a free mind, but I'm gonna send you 80 USDC to each one of you, the ones that accomplish the task, so you guys can go and mine one for free. If you want to do it, okay. If you don't, then you just made 80 USDC. That's something that I just revealed to them, and I know that there are some people here in the team that are listening, and they won't let me lie. Like Hope is here, Maverick is here, is here as well. I've never tried to mention your username before, by the way. So after that, you only get paper hands for one reason, because just like in real life, in our project, every paper hand can become a holder. And that is huge because that is what we're trying to aim here. We're trying to learn to teach people how to really support a project, how to hold, and how to stick with the project. So that is what we're trying to teach people. And in the first 6 days, people should be able to watch that. So what will happen in the 6th day? Where most paper hands are gonna become a level 6, so they're all going to be able to claim with only 10% tax. And then you may think, oh wow, that's gonna be crazy, and everyone is gonna be selling. Well, 30 minutes before any paper hand can become a level 6, we're gonna open the first vault, and it's gonna be the USDC vault. And the first day is gonna be giving 10% of whatever it have. So $10,000. Why is that? Because we want to reduce that selling pressure. But remember, I thought all of this, we, the team, thought all of this before that poll that I just mentioned happened. So we have the ball to reduce selling pressure, but now also we have the well tax. So there is no way we're getting dumped in the day number 6. Most people are just going for the staking vault. So that first day, that ball is gonna be giving 10% of whatever it have. So let's say that it have a 10%, then you guys are gonna be getting $10,000 divided in proportion of the amount of tokens that you have staked in the vault. So let's say that there are 1 million tokens staked in the vault, just making numbers out of nowhere, and you have 500,000 tokens staked on that vault, then you're gonna get 50% of those $10,000, so you're getting $5,000. That's how you get passive income. So in those vaults, they're gonna keep refilling every time that people sell. So in every other project, like node projects and projects where you get rewards, there is only, in most projects. Right now, I just saw the other day that someone was making a project just like ours, but with some different stuff, but it looks like. So I'm glad because that means that people like the idea. And so we're kind of starting to get fork already. And with most projects, when you get rewards, if the token go up, there is only one way for you to get your money back, and only one way, and that is selling the token. And when you sell the token, you dump the token. You dump in the market, you dump in the project. So you're basically killing your investment. We actually are giving people the option of getting passive income by staking into the vaults, while PaperHands go and sell. Let them sell, let them refill our vaults, and keep having passive income without dumping our token. So that's kind of what we're doing. That is why we really need people here to do their own research, really go and grasp that white paper, which actually is going to be updated in the next 12 to 14 hours with the new information in the poll. Since I told you, I was waiting to update that. What else can I see? Okay. Well, we have this other important, and I'm going through all of this because I know there is a lot of new people, and basically you asked me to go through the whole thing. So if I'm being
Very
misunderstood,
true.
pardon me.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just said very true.
All right. So if at some point I'm not being clear, please stop me, and then I will start again where I wasn't clear. So we have another massive thing. Most projects, R2B projects, when you buy the next generation or when you upgrade uh, or when they, well, when whatever happened within their ecosystem with their token, what they do is they burn those tokens. We don't burn tokens. We have a locked treasury. Why? Let's say that we have again 1 million hodl, right? And then we burn half of that supply. What we do when we do that, we double the price of hodl in the market right away. Right away. Why? Because it is the same liquidity with half supply. Yeah, does that make sense? So when you do that, you give the power and a reason to people to dump on your token because you just made them at 2x. Instead of doing that, what we're doing is we're creating a locked treasury that no one is going to be ever able to touch. So basically, we're creating a massive holding well that is going to be the bigger believer of our project because, I mean, that well will never, never, ever sell. So what that makes is brings stability to our token, making it harder to dump on the token every time that someone sells. Because every time that someone sells, a portion of that sales go back to the locked treasury and go back to the USDC vault and goes back to the AVAX vault. So we're making that treasury bigger and bigger and bigger. Every time someone upgrades their NFTs to holders, that well becomes bigger. Every time someone buys a generation one NFT or two or three or four or five, that well gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that makes a huge deal. Another thing, in other projects, when you upgrade your NFT, so that NFT can claim more tokens. Actually, in our case, you cannot claim more tokens in the lifetime of the NFT. You can claim them faster. So the same amount of tokens, but faster and without tax. So that's very important. When you become a holder, you don't pay tax, and then you claim faster. But there is another important thing. Most projects, when they make tokens faster, what they're doing, they're increasing the max supply because that's the only way they can imagine how to do it. Actually, when you upgrade your paper hand to a holder, what you're doing is you're helping your investment because now the max supply of the whole project is going to be less. Why? Because paper hands, they can claim, they claim 100 hodl each day. Where do they get those 100 hodl? They mine them. So they make new tokens, new 100 hodl every day. In the other hand, holders, they can only make 40 hodl a day. So they only make 40 new hodl a day. And they also get another 100 hodl, but those hundreds, they get them from paper hand stacks. So they aren't creating those 100 hodls. So whenever someone upgrades their paper hand to a holder, they are actually decreasing the max supply that there is going to be. So that is why it says that in the worst case scenario is going to be 440 million. That's never going to happen. Never going to be that amount of max supply. It's impossible. I believe that someone is going to end up upgrading their paper hands to holders. That's just the way it is. Whew. I believe I covered almost everything. Please correct me, you guys that have been here like for a long time. Maverick, I know that you have heard this story like 100 times. N1Z, bro, you're always here. I haven't ever hear you talking, I believe. So if I'm saying anything wrong, please guys correct me because it's hard to go through the whole project without questions and stuff like that. And by you, Cosmic, I mean, thank you very much for that amazing question that got my throat very dry. And tell me, what do you think?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that you said. One of the things that I wanted to understand, like I get it. I get the concept. I get all that about, upgrading. You did mention something that Gen 0, which is going to be within the first minting phase. Gen 0 going to be the only ones that are going to have the ability to upgrade to holders.
No, the chance.
And I guess
the chance to get a holder in the first hand. That's different.
Everyone, Gen 0 will be the only ones that will have the chance to get a holder.
Yeah,
but everybody will be able. I thought Gen 0 will be the only ones that would be able to upgrade to a holder. Okay, no, thank you.
They're the only ones that can get a holder without spending 2,000 hodl. That is the difference.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Any other question, Cosmic? Now that we have a slate here.
Let's see. That was one of my major questions. One that I'm pretty sure is in the white paper, but maybe you could just throw it out there for people. So the 2,000, you did say 2,000 huddle is going to be how much is going to be to upgrade?
Yeah.
Okay, 2,000 huddle, the equivalency would be how much?
20 days.
And I'm sorry?
20 days for a paper hand.
Okay, perfect. So 3 days and a paper hand can upgrade. Now, will they just be transaction fees?
20 days.
Oh, 20 days.
Yeah.
And a paper hand can upgrade to, okay, perfect. Will they be any, apart from fees, will there be any extra charges that will be there? Apart from gas?
No, just gas. I mean, you can upgrade it on day 6 when you have a level 6, but you need to buy hodl to do that. So let's say if you want to upgrade it just with that NFTs hodl, you need to wait for 20 days. But you can upgrade them as soon as they are level 6, paper hand level 6. You can go and buy hodl, or you can buy them those hodl since the first day, or like I explained to this guy today, or I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday to Gray. I explained it to Gray. Is Gray here? No, he's not here. So I explained to him. I mean, if you were gonna mine 10 NFTs or 15 NFTs, the 6th day you're gonna have between 6,000 and 9,000 NFT hodl. So if you claim that, let's say that you have 6,000, you're gonna end up with 5,400 hodl. So you're gonna be able to upgrade 2 NFTs just with the hodl that you claim. Does that make sense? Cosmic?
Yes, definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. I appreciate it. Right. So pretty much you can upgrade it with the hodl. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm gonna get Slade back over here. So any other question you have, bro, before we get Slade? No. Okay.
Let me see if it'll come to my mind. Well, I think he had a question. I'm gonna let him say it first, and then I'm gonna let mine after.
And then you go after. Okay, Slade, come on.
Yeah. Amazing. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. So just I'm gonna be honest right off the bat. Very interesting project. I did not know about it until today. I think you're doing like a partnership with CPI, and they just had a whitelist giveaway, and I was one of the winners. So, congratulations to me. I'm glad I found this project, and I was just reading about your white paper. I was just reading a white paper, and I've been listening to you. So, thank you so much for doing this. It's very informative. It's fairly complex. It's starting to make a bit more sense because I have read your paper during the meanwhile, but you explaining it definitely makes a lot of sense. So, my question to you is. How did you get this idea? Because it seems a fairly complex idea. But like, how did you get this idea, and what do you think? I guess as it progresses, what are you aspiring to make this in? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, well, I have an IRL business. It's thanks God it is an actually successful business, and I have a quality that I'm good at looking when a decision that was taken in a project took the project down. So I have that like in my IRL day-to-day thing. And with that, I try to guide my company to not make those mistakes and then to prevent others that I think that may occur if we don't do the specific things that we need to do. So with that said, I started to get into all these projects, R2Es and stuff. Okay, so and then I saw, whoa, they made a mistake, and then we're all screwed. Okay, it's okay. I mean, I took maybe 2 or 3 days to do my research, and then I see the project, and then I read, and then I grind, and then I did everything. I mean, I grind and all that time just went to hell, and then go for the next one. Then I went to the next one, and then the next people did the same thing, and I jump out right before everything went to hell because I already noticed that was a bad thing to do. And since there was this many projects, I kind of start to getting kind of experience of when they were going to go bad. So I just kind of, all right, they made this decision, I'm getting out. And it happened. I mean, they all went bad. So with that being said, if you go, there is a channel called Videos. If you go up and see the first video ever, you're gonna see me sharing my screen and showing the first white paper there was. I'm a native Spanish speaker, and I made that from scratch. I mean, it is nothing like the Gitbook that you saw that is very nice written and everything. I had to pay expert copywriter to do that. So you're gonna see how I came with this whole idea. And the first thing that comes in that white paper is what problems do R2E projects have? And I start covering one by one those problems and how we could solve those. That is how the white paper came to life, and that is how the project came to life. And then I look, well, since this have to have a story, I started looking for what could be a good idea. And then it just showed to me like, oh, well, something that we see every day, just how holders end up getting the money of PaperHands. That is real life thing. And it came to me, and I'm happy it did, and I like the project, and I like the idea. What you say is I'm happy that you're here and that you like the project. It's sad that this project haven't had the attention it deserves because when people maybe come and the majority come and see the white paper, it's not a 3 pages white paper, and people may want that. I mean, they say that they want a sustainable project, most people, but then they come and see a complex white paper and they just say, oh, this is too complicated, I'm not going to read it, and I'm going to look for the next easy thing. And that's why I believe we are where we are.
No, that makes sense. That's amazing. Yeah, that's one thing that jumped at me. Your white paper, just reading it. It is. I mean, it's in detail and it showcases the mechanics of your system, which I think are great. And yeah, I'm pretty much very much looking forward to your sale. And wish you the very best. Hopefully, I'm going to be a part of this for sure. I'm a hodler for sure, so I'm going to be with the squad for a bit. So, yeah, thank you so much for your answer, and wish you the very best of luck.
Hey, you're very welcome, bro, and thank you for telling me that because, we've been very tough on giving whitelist. I'm gonna go straight, just like you went. CPI he approaches today. He approached JR5. Um, he first approached Hope. Hope isn't here anymore, I think. And then he approached me at some point, but I don't know how I missed that message, and I actually didn't answer him. But then he approached JR5 today, and I mean, he showed him his YouTube channel and everything, and he was like, "Look, I'm not looking for money for this to ask you to make a video. I believe that this project is good, and I see that it's very hard to get whitelist approved right now, and like we're only one day to get this song, and I don't think that much people can get that role right now. So let's do that. Let's do this. I'm gonna make a video explaining all your project because I really like it, but give my community, like I think he said 20 members, the chance of getting straight to wireless approved. So I'm gonna be straight to everyone. There are 20 spots that got straight to wireless approved just because CPI came and asked for this specific. He wasn't charging us money, so I think that was very good. But I was a bit worried because I didn't want to give away wireless roles to people that were not going to use them or that they were not going to read the project and they were just going to ape him just without doing their research. So by listening you, that makes me a little peace of mind. So that's very good, and I appreciate that he's bringing this kind of people
of,
to the community.
of course, thank you so much. Yeah, just one last thing. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but I think it's a great decision because CPI does have a very strong community, and most of us are like, I guess, his private Discord. So we are all very much invested in not just flipping stuff, but rather actually learning. I myself, I want to build a project, so I like to become part of project to actually.
Oh, thank you. That's good to know. That's good to know. I mean, that's the kind of people that we're looking for. I say over and over and over that what we're looking into for this project is smart investors. We don't want people just to ape in. Why? Because they're gonna be paper hands, and then they're gonna damage the project. And it's not that the project won't be successful, but it will take a bit longer to succeed because we're gonna have to squeeze those paper hands, and then once we squeeze them or once they learn, then the project can start being more sustainable. I mean, again, it's not that we're not going to do it. It will be a bit difficulter if we get a lot of people like that they're just aping in without knowing what they're getting into. So I'm happy that we're getting that kind of people again. So thank you, bro. Thank you for your comments. Very, very good project. Very good comments. Cosmic, I know you're there with your next question. Cosmic, your mic. I think you need to push to talk or something because your mic is enough, but we cannot hear you. All right. Any other person aside from Cosmic? Slave, you want to say something else? Go on, bro.
Oh, no, all good, bro. I think that was it from my side. I mean, I've read it once. I'm gonna read it a couple more times because I'll be honest, it's still gonna take a. But I think TPI does a very good job of also simplifying the whole concept. So I'm gonna have a look at his video. He's gonna release it soon. So have a look at his video and I'll read the white paper once again. But yeah, thank you so much and best of luck.
Yep, you're very welcome, bro. And I mean, welcome. Yeah, Cosmic, are you
Thank
there,
you.
bro? Is your mic working now? All right, well, Cosmics. Okay, we have Sweetie Dave. Sweetie, is it Sweetie or Sweaty? I mean, I know the two words. I'm just not sure how they. Yeah, Sweetie is sweet. See, yeah, Sweetie. Hey, Sweetie Dave, how you doing, bro? You need to unmute your mic.
Yeah, hey, it's. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, it's sweaty, Dave. Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to have this AMA. Just wanted to jump in here real quick. I'm also from the CPI Discord group, so I just wanted to also help put your mind at ease as well. There's a pretty established community. CPI has a pretty established community. We're all learning from one another, but I can tell you that the people that he has in his group, they all want to learn, and they all with the with the holder mindset. So just to put your mind at ease, I did have a couple of questions though regarding the NFTs with the 22,000, and I did read over the white paper. It's pretty detailed. There's a lot of information, and I'll have to also read it a couple of more times just to keep digesting it. But when we stake the NFT and it is generating the hold token or gathering or making or creating the token for the rewards, you're only allowed to have a total of 22,000 per NFT. And if we hold for that long, when we withdraw any of those tokens, does that cap also draw down? And then when we withdraw those tokens, are we then going to stake those in one of the other vaults or the pools to draw interest or earn? I was a little confused on how the NFT staking process went and how you're actually earning.
Okay, so you stake your NFT. If he's a holder, you can claim whatever he makes, and then you don't pay any tax just by claiming, right? So you have them now in your wallet. So after that, you have two options. You go and sell, you become a paper hand, or you go and stake in one of the three pools. We're going to have a USDC pool, we're going to have an AVAX pool, and we're going to have a HODL pool. So when you stake your tokens in one of those, you get more of that token of that pool. Yep.
Understood. Okay.
So you're basically
okay. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so that's how you're utilizing the token and not burning the token. That's how you're actually using the token utility and staking it, and then earning rewards from the other whatever protocol you're staking in, whether it be Avalanche or one of the other ones. And that's what you would use for your passive income then.
Yeah, that's the option that we have. I mean, yes, you could have maybe a one-time good transaction if you sell all your thing, but then you're just being a paper hand. You're gonna make maybe more money in a fewer time, but I mean in a fewer amount of time. But then you're gonna stop getting passive rewards, and then you're gonna actually damage your investment. So that doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're smart, it's better. It's like if you have a house and then you sell it just at the first chance that you have, just because you want to do it, which most people, they already understood that having a house, the best thing is just keep having it and having a little passive income coming out of it. So it's the same thing. You keep making a nicer house, and that way it increases value, and while it increases value, it increases its passive incomes. That's what we're trying to acquire here.
Okay. Understood. Yeah, it's a very interesting project. Very creative. I appreciate all of the time that you took to explain it. Again, I know it can be a little complicated, and I can't wait to get involved with the project. So I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much, bro. I'm gonna get Mr. CS deliveries, and then I go back to you, Renegade, since he was in the line. Okay, thank you, Sway Dave. Hey, bro.
How you doing, sir? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so I just want to let you know, yeah, I mean, I'm actually part of this CPI crew. Glad you guys finally connected. I've been trying to foster that for a while, and glad to see some of my compadres from another group coming over and being part of something that I think is going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
I think I do have one question, even though I've asked many questions all through the different
I
AMAs
like
that I've
that.
attended. Do you have feedback from other members that they say they want to buy 15, 20, or more? Or where did that number come from?
All right. So I explained that in the beginning of the AMA. I'm gonna record. I mean, I recorded, but I'm gonna say that again to you. All right. And since there are another members in the audience as well that were in there. So basically, the number of NFTs that we had at first was 2,000 NFTs for whitelist people, right? Since we've been
Yes.
giving a hard time for people to get whitelist, for example, right now it says that we have 424, but that is the whitelist people that isn't whitelist approved. So we're actually getting only like around 20 wallets that are actually whitelist approved. I mean, 20. I mean, 200 wallets that are actually whitelist approved and that are submitted. So with that said, if we only give 2 NFT to each of them, we're gonna end up only having 400 NFT sell for whitelist. And like for example, I mean, you've been shielding the project, you've been present in all these AMAs. I believe that you guys, the ones that fought for to be wireless approved and everything, you guys deserve to have the chance to have more NFTs at a cheaper price, more than the next guy that is gonna come after he saw how the whitelist went. You know what I mean? So with that being said, what we're trying to do here is to have those 2,000 NFTs divided into the number of wallets that we have. That will give, at this point, will give us a number around 10 to 11 NFTs per wallet. But again, I know some people in the whitelist that they, for example, there is this guy on the team member that he just explained to me that he's going into a hard time and he won't be able to use his wireless spot, and that is just a wireless spot that is not going to be used. So we really want to get, once we enter the public mind, we want to be the closest to the 2000 NFTs, if not the 2000 NFTs sell, so that while the public people can mine at the $100 price and not $80. Why? Because I really believe that you guys deserve to have that, because you fought for it. So if I give you only 2 or 3 NFTs, that won't be fair, because all the time that you spend here, and then people is just going to go and put a higher gas fee on their transaction on the 5th of April at 3 p.m. UTC, and then they're gonna get the same price as you just by one transaction and never been here. And I don't consider that fair. Uh, so that's one reason why we're making that. And why the number is 15 to 20? Well, actually, because we really want those 2,000 NFTs to go in the whitelist. And again, as I explained it before, I know that some people are not going to use that full amount. So that's what we're doing. That, I mean, you can still mine only 2, but then the next person can mine 20. So you never know. You know what I mean? Does that make
Okay,
sense?
thank you.
Did that make
Yeah, I
sense?
was just wondering if. Yeah, can you hear me now? I was just wondering if there was a set percentage of the.
No, with
So I was
that,
wondering if that's how you came up with the number. That's all.
yeah, actually with that number, and I explained that there is a pro and a con. If we say that in
But yeah,
20,
thank you.
yeah,
No, I was wondering if there were some of the members that said, can I made 20? Is that if somebody posted that question to you? Is that why it came out that way? But you explained that that's not the case. So I'm actually gonna step off the stage. But thank you, I appreciate it. Looking forward to that the whitelist sale.
yeah, actually there is a clear answer on 15 NFT. So I'm happy with that answer, because that means that you guys really want to mine those 15, and you don't want to be left out without NFTs to mine at Whitelist price. That's something that makes me happy. So and we have again Cosmic. Cardio, I cannot give you the word, bro, because you're still in waiting. I'm inviting you to speak every time, but you just don't come on the stage. Cosmic, now you're the same. I'm having you both invited, but none of you come to the stage. Hmm. Hello? No, bro. I mean, yeah, let's try again. There you go. I give you again the invite. There you go. There you are. Now let's see if I
There.
can hear you. Yeah,
Can
I can hear you.
you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So, my question, man, and appreciate you. Thank you, man, for taking the time and listening to my questions and everything like that. I really appreciate you for it. I'm also a part of CPI's groom. I was part of the one of the lucky guys that he added for the whitelist. So I really appreciate it. Now, my question that I had was, how are you going to pair, and what will be the price once you list it on the stock exchange?
That is in the white paper, like right in the first pages. It's gonna be $0.075. Why? If we completely sell, what we're gonna do, and you can also go to the frequent asked questions in the Discord fact channel. It says that we're gonna pair $2,800,000. I mean, 2,800,000 hodl, which with 210,000 USDC. With that, you get a price of $0.075. So if we don't sell out completely, what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up having less than those 2,800,000 hodl pulled, and then we're just going to have less hodl with less amount of USDC, so that the outcome will be the same, 0.075 USDC. With that said, that means that even if the project completely sells out at Gen Zero or not, you will end up having exactly the same project, or only with a smaller scale at the first, at launch. But after that, it has exactly the same potential. And that's something that makes me feel good. Did that make
Okay,
sense?
thank you, bro. Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I understand. Makes complete sense, man. I really appreciate it. I won't take too much of your time, man, but I want to say thank you for everything that you're doing. And again, I'm from CPI's group, from his private group and stuff, and I'm really privileged to be here. So thank you. Continue to do what you do, and I look forward to everything that's yet to come.
Guys, go and shield this. I'm gonna upload this in YouTube. Shield it in your group of members of CPI. I'm so happy I actually accept that offer from CPI. I was kind of I wasn't sure about it, but I mean the whole MA have been about you guys, and you seem like really smart investment group, and that's what we're trying to achieve here, having that kind of group. So I'm feeling really happy that I actually accept that.
Definitely. Thank you very much for having us too, bro. We appreciate it.
All right, well, thank you, bro. All right, guys. Well, if there is no one else, it's been an hour already, and still I can get, I don't know, 4 or 5 more of you if you want. Cardio, I keep trying to invite you, bro, but you just don't come. Something is going on. Let me go and see the AMA channel. Maybe we have some question over there. Yeah, we do. Okay, let me read. Whitelist, Judith Jean. While is mine gonna be at 80 for 2, or for the 15 or 20? It's gonna be at 80 USDC for 15 NFTs or 20 NFTs, whatever comes out in the poll. And I'm gonna have that updated in the white paper together with the well tax for tomorrow. So that's the question, the answer for that. Whatever the poll end up being. And there is another 1 hour and a half for that poll to go. So go and vote in the poll. I'm gonna put in the AMA channel. I'm gonna put the poll channel so that you guys can go and vote. So next question, Didisart. In the boat going through, that will lock the NFTs to the wallet until locked on emissions. Well, yeah, you mean the long, I mean the oldest poll. Yeah, that will lock the NFT to the wallet until every single NFT have mined everything. So basically, until we reach max supply, not just that NFT, but every single NFT in the project. That is very important. You won't be able to sell that NFT until we reach max supply. So next one, pay to hold project. Pay to hold project. Huh. Okay, I don't see the question. All right, now DDSR. Will support or similar admins be able to help move to another wallet if something bad happens to someone like an exploit? We cannot do that, bro. I mean, I cannot do that with myself. If something happened to my wallet, I'm dead. And I'm trying to mine like, I don't know, like 40 or 50 NFTs. So if something happened to my wallet, I'm completely dead and I'm completely lost with my NFTs. We won't be able to do that. We won't be able to touch those NFTs. That's some kind of a bad thing. Yeah. So you have to be careful with your wallet. It's like always, you know. So Barboha, buying Whitelist spot with token for burning mechanism, maybe? Bro, I don't get your question. I mean, first than anything, we're not selling Whitelist spots. And then we don't know which token you will use, and then we don't have any kind of burning mechanism. So I don't really understand your question, bro. I'm sorry. These are again, everyone should consider a ledger or similar hardware wallet for this if they haven't. Not a question, just a suggestion. Yeah, that could be a good option. Yeah, I have a ledger myself, so that could be a good option. Yep. Actually, yeah, definitely we cannot do that. We won't be able to allow anyone to transfer that. And let me explain why we cannot allow people to transfer, which is explained in the poll, but I'm explaining it right here. That is a whale tax, right? So let's say I'm a whale, and I'm gonna be a whale because I'm getting 50 NFTs, and I go to the team and say to the team, hey, you know what? I have this issue, and I need to transfer my tokens, or just not that, but we just eliminate that, and people can transfer their NFTs. So if I'm a whale, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide my 50 NFTs in 50 wallets, and I'm gonna sell 100 hodl in each one of them every day, and then I'm gonna keep dumping on the project every single day. That's why that whale tax have to be like that. The NFTs cannot be sold with that whale tax. That's the thing. So, Lord Eltarium, is there a maximum number of NFT a single person can hold? Nope. There is a maximum NFTs that Whitelist can mine, which are being voted right now in the poll, and there is a maximum NFTs that you can mine in a transaction in public mine, and that's gonna be 20. 20 NFTs is the max mined number that you can get per transaction, right? We could make it 100 or whatever, but we want more people to get in and not a lot of NFTs locked in one single wallet. So we want to give chances to more people as well. Madavator, if I get a ledger after I have bought an NFT, can I still link my wallet to my new ledger? If I get a ledger, bro, that is a really tough one. I wouldn't know how to answer that one. I will need to go with the dev and ask him that one. I think you will need to get the ledger before, and mine them with the ledger. That's what I believe. Like link the wallet before. That's what makes sense for me. I think that Lizard is answering you right now because I think he have more understanding of this. You technically can, but the key will have existed on your PC on MetaMask. Oh yeah, yeah. So what he's saying, I believe, is that you still have the same risk. That is what I believe he's saying. All right, let me go and see if there are more hands on the stage. Nope. I mean, we still have cardio, but I don't know why he's gonna talk. Okay, so last chance I go to MA questions. All right, so he's just explaining on the ledger, and I'm just gonna wait for Madhavator to finish typing whatever he's typing, and if it's not a question, we're gonna finish the AMA here, which is already 10 minutes long. I mean, longer than I thought it was gonna be, so 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, not a question. All right, that was not a question. Thank you. Thank you. Now you can keep on typing. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. CPI, bro, whenever you see this AMA, I love your community. I love that Mr. C's deliveries comes from your community and every single member of your community that have come and make this AMA awesome. That was just great. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to take a second screenshot right now, and I'm gonna go on and compare that one with the first one. Thank you guys, and I'm gonna give the roles to the guys that were here from the beginning to them. Right. Thank you. Bye bye.